Oh, thank you for letting me know. So sorry about that, Andy. Did not realize that the mic was off, but you know what? It's on back in time as John Cena is kicking off the show, and John Cena is live right here. Andy, great seeing you. And this is apparently John Cena's final appearance on SmackDown ever. He's taking it all in right now. Apparently, his final appearance. Wow. Hard to believe this is the final time that we're seeing John Cena on SmackDown. It's crazy. And what an ovation. What a pop for the GOAT. Wow. Definitely taking it all in. You know, it's clear from the look on his face, overwhelmed with emotions right now. What a ride. What a ride it's been for John Cena and the fans. Crazy. This is John Cena's final appearance on SmackDown. This is the final. Yeah, Neil, great seeing you, but no, this is the final one on SmackDown. It's crazy. Still hard for me to believe that this guy is actually retiring. You know, it seems like it felt to me like his retirement tour had been going on for such a long time. I thought it was never going to end, really. But now that we're approaching the finale, the grand finale, it is definitely now dawning on me that the retirement tour is about to be over and he is actually going to retire. It's crazy. I never thought it would actually happen, but obviously it is happening. John Cena, his time is almost up. John Cena is going to retire very soon. It's crazy to think about it, but it's true. That's right, Anil. That's right. Yeah. The GOAT for a reason. You're right about that. Wow. And the thank you Cena chance right now. Gotta love. Wow. Yeah, especially coming from Chicago. Wow.
I see people jumping around the scoreboard from limited few seats over there just to stand on their feet and be a part of a special night here in Chicago.
Crazy. The final.
This farewell tour started, all of my peers and everyone I was associated with, the thing I kept hearing was enjoy this, be present, and have fun.
The finals time on SmackDown.
I
It's
was
crazy.
coming off a lot of bad years, and I really needed to get my mojo back. So I focused on doing great work, giving you my heart and soul, and leaving it all in the ring every single night on this farewell tour. The reason I say that is because I come out and stand out here in front of you tonight with absolutely nothing planned. Because tonight, I wanted to have fun.
Okay, are we gonna get a match?
For over half this tour, I have given you everything I've had. I've had to overcome hurdles, roadblocks, and pivots, and you have been with me every step of the way. But tonight, I'm just going to take it in.
Interesting.
not a familiar sound for me in this building. You see these two guys right here? That's what all y'all used to look like, right there. When I came out here, I used to see 14,000 people looking like that. Not saying thank you, Cena, maybe something different. I don't know. F you, Cena, you can fill in the blanks. But that is what makes this night special. That is what makes this city special. That is what makes this building special. That is what makes you people special. You are not afraid to use your voice. You are not afraid to cheer for the ones you love, even if they're not here. Hell, you bring people back to the WWE, and you know what I'm talking about.
That's a good one. Yeah, that was a pretty nice one. Yeah, that was nice. Yes, you're right. Worlds Collide, right, Andy? Worlds Collide is happening next week. Yeah.
Boy, are we in for one exciting night tonight. Are we not? This is my last time in the city of Chicago.
You know, AJ Styles versus Cena should definitely happen. Don't know if it'll happen, but it should.
To ever appear on Smackdown. I view it as a beautiful moment because 23 years ago, in this very city, you allowed me on Smackdown to walk down this ring.
I feel like somebody else has got to walk down the ramp and into the ring tonight and fight Cena. I think we're getting a match tonight.
That we have been on for over 2 decades. I have had WrestleMania matches with Triple H in this building.
It's definitely not going to be Kurt Angle, but it's got to be somebody.
This building. This is the building where I might have finished second place in a world title match, and the title ended up in CM Punk's refrigerator right here in Chicago. This place is special, man. There is an argument about what is the greatest crowd in the WWE.
There should be somebody. For certain, there should be somebody.
With the WWE Superstars, there's an argument. In my mind, there is no argument. You guys allowed me to start here. I'm very, very thankful because you kept me honest. You made sure I gave my all. You let me experience failure. You let me experience humility.
Wow. The thank you Cena chants are so awesome. You know, they're great.
And for the last time, when I really needed the most, you let me experience joy. That's the Chicago way.
Putting Chicago over in a big way tonight. Nice.
I don't have any other words. I just wanted to say thank you so much
Wow.
for a beautiful ride. Enjoy a hell of a night tonight.
I guess we're not getting a match, but that was a hell of a promo. Oh, wait a second. We are getting a match. Or maybe we're not. I don't know. But Sami Zayn is coming out right now. Are we getting Sami one-on-one against John Cena for the U.S. title?
Sami Zayn, who defeated Solo Sikoa last week on Friday Night SmackDown.
An impromptu U.S. Championship match tonight? I'll take it. Good to see you, Broman. Welcome. Welcome. Great seeing ya. Great seeing ya, Ricky. Welcome. Happy AJ Lee Day. That's right. Good to see everybody. Welcome. Welcome.
I just want to tell you, watching you this last year on this retirement tour, getting your opportunity to thank the fans in all these cities.
Yep, you're right.
It is happy hour in Chicago, and I am here for the booze. Thank you very much.
I do feel we're getting this match tonight. I do feel like we're getting Sammy versus Cena tonight. Good to see you, Nautic. Welcome. Great seeing you.
It would feel wrong to come out here and not look you in the eyes on your last night at Smackdown and tell you, thank you on behalf of all of us back there for everything you've done for us. And not only that, but a little more specifically, I want to look you in the eye and I want to say thank you for everything you did for me.
Wow.
Because I know you're having your own full circle moment right now. You debuted in Chicago. And now it's your last SmackDown ever here in Chicago. Well, for me, I made my debut against John Cena for the U.S. Championship.
That's true.
And now I am standing in the middle of this ring as U.S. Champion.
We're getting an impromptu U.S. title match tonight. It's happening. It's happening.
John Cena U.S. Open Challenge and everything it did for not just me, for what it did for so many young talent. And I want to pay it forward. John, I want to pay it forward the way you paid it forward. The way you carried this title with dignity, with honor, as an opportunity for other talent to try to get showcased. I want to do that. So with your permission, John, I would love to carry on the tradition
Of open challenges?
and introduce the Sami Zayn U.S. title open challenge
Okay.
with your permission.
Okay.
A fighting champion giving underrated superstars an opportunity. A Sami Zayn U.S. Open Challenge. Man, I think that's a great idea. Thank you
Wow.
very much. I appreciate it.
Well, Cena likes the idea, but I think he's the first opponent.
John, wait,
Yeah.
don't leave so quick.
Here we're getting a Cena versus Sami Zayn match tonight.
Years ago, I barely had 1 foot in the door when you gave me this opportunity, and now I clearly see you've got 1 foot out the door. But John, if tonight is your last SmackDown, and if tonight is the last chance I ever get to share a ring with you, then it would be my honor to pay you back and give you what you gave me 10 years ago, and that is a shot at the U.S. Championship.
Interesting. What if he actually wins it? Is he going to carry forward the retirement tour with the U.S. title? Interesting.
Now, John, I'm not saying we do it in a month. I'm not saying we do it next week. I'm saying we do it in Chicago. And we do it right now.
No, he's doing it. He's doing it. All right, so Cena versus Sami Zayn for the U.S. title tonight on SmackDown.
To quote the greatest of all time, John Cena, if you want some, come get some.
I think we're getting it.
You want to have a U.S. Championship match with me right here, right now.
The crowd is going bananas. We're so getting this match. We're so getting it.
What the hell, you're on.
Wow.
Hell yeah! Let's
Oh, get a referee. We're getting it right now because the main event is obviously reserved for AJ Lee. So that's that. Cool. This is good. All right, guys. So we're getting it. It is going to be Cena versus Zayn for the U.S. title tonight and after this commercial break. So we're getting it. We're actually getting it. Let me know how do you feel about it. Obviously, AJ Lee is the main event tonight, so that's what's happening. By the way, Jonathan, great seeing you. Welcome, brother. And Andy, I totally agree. Yeah, yeah. Would be nice if that would have been seen tonight as well. Ricky, great seeing you. So we're getting it. We're getting it tonight. It is going to be Zayn versus Cena tonight. But I wish. I mean, this was cool, right? This was pretty damn cool. That the fact that we're actually getting this match tonight is great. But I was thinking, all these years ago, we had a very young and bright John Cena, a talent out of nowhere, show up and face Kurt Angle, right? And that basically told us what the future was going to look like. But in today's era, in present day, we don't have that kind of a face. We don't have, I don't know if I should say that they don't have trust in any particular talent, like the kind of trust they had in John Cena, who took out Kurt Angle back in the day. But I feel like in the present day, in the current day, they don't have that kind of a trust in any younger talent, which is why tonight, to confront John Cena, we had almost a veteran in Sami Zayn showing up, as opposed to somebody, let's say, from NXT or a new guy altogether show up and face John Cena. I would have personally liked that a little bit better. I would have liked to see somebody young and hungry and, perhaps the future face of the company show up better. But, I guess can't complain about Sami versus Cena that we're getting tonight. Can't complain about that either. The crowd is going bananas. Let's see what else we have here. We got Andrew saying, so who comes down to DQ this match? It'll be interesting if John Cena actually wins. That will be interesting. You never know what they're planning. Maybe since their WWE title run did not really go well because John Cena's heel turn was the absolute flop. So perhaps they're just going to give him the U.S. title. It could happen. I mean, if they want him to retire or if they want him to go to his last match with the title to up the stakes a little bit more, I guess they could give him the U.S. title. That could happen. And Cena has a history with the U.S. title, so it makes sense, I guess. But let me know, what do you think? We got Andy saying NXT Tony D'Angelo will be moving up. There's no direction which brand he's going. Well, good luck to him. Brother, it's been a while. It's been a long while since Tony D has been on NXT. It's been a very long while. So, high time for him to move up to the main roster. Wish him luck. I hope it's a success for him because, considering how long it took for him to actually make it to the main roster, I've got my doubts. I'm not even sure if he's going to get a fair shot. I'm not sure if it's going to go well because, even the greatest acts on NXT like Carmelo Hayes not doing too well right now on the main roster, right? So I've got my doubts with Tony D'Angelo. I hope he does well, but you just never know. If AJ Lee returns, then he should also return with your reps. You think so, Anil? Okay. Well, if that is the case, okay. If AJ Lee comes back, we're bringing back the raps tonight. We're doing it on L. I mean, you're the only one who asked for it, so you gotta get it. Ricky's gonna be very happy as well, so why not? Let's bring back AJ's raps. We're also getting Damien versus Elias tonight. That's interesting.
Against Kurt Angle, where the ruthless aggression era would begin. An incredible matchup, one that The Undertaker would grab John Cena in the locker room area and say, "Welcome aboard, kid. You're going to be a star." The dead man's prophecy would hold true, and John Cena now in control of the United States champion, Sami Zayn. Well, it is a title that has defined so much of John Cena's career. We talk about the 17 world titles, but John is a 5-time United States champion. In fact, the first singles championship.
That's right. We got Agnostic over here saying, I'm the only one that has a copy of your famous rap. I think you're talking about the Twitch days, right? When we did the thing on Twitch. That's crazy, yeah. Hope you delete it one day. Andy says, AJ, what do you think about Kelly return? She says she wants to return. I think Kelly is not going to return. I think what she probably said was just PR, because she did have something negative to say, not too long ago, where she was talking about how they wanted her to be seated as a fan, seated ringside for Evolution, I think. And she took offense to that, apparently. She said she was only going to return if it's a meaningful return and whatnot. So obviously people, took that out of the interview and they started talking about how Kelly was disrespected by just being invited to sit in the crowd and not being used properly. So, the recent statements that are coming out of Kelly now, I feel are recovery mode, are probably fed into her mouth by WWE because, PR, I think. So whatever she's saying now, I feel like it's all being fed into her. And she's just doing recovery right now for all the negative stuff that was out there from Kelly. Or as people maybe misrepresented, I don't know, that it was from Kelly, whatever the situation was. But I think it's all recovery mode right now that Kelly is on, you know what I mean? So I don't think that she's going to return to the ring anytime soon, but I do feel that we're going to be seeing her sitting ringside for one of the upcoming shows very soon. She's going to be sitting ringside and telling the world how happy she's to be there. I think that's what's going to be happening. Yeah, much love to you, Andrew. Kelly already signed a Legends contract. Yeah, that's right. Why not? Why not? Brings you good money. Yeah. So why not? But what do you think, Addy? Do you think that Kelly is actually going to return to in-ring action? Anybody? Let me know. But I do feel that since AJ Lee is now coming back, since Nikki Bella is back, I feel like we're kind of going back in time. And I'm thinking, I really am thinking, I'm almost certain that Paige is going to come back too. AJ Lee, Paige, the kind of, I feel like it's like birds of the same feather flock together. I think they're going to come back all together, and we're going to be... I think we're going to get Paige back. I think AJ Lee coming back is going to be a big accelerator for Paige to get back as well. I think she's going to get back. Yeah.
Reversal by John and Sammy with authority. Now both men down. United States title on the line. Critical point in this matchup for the United States title, Corey. Both men down, trying to make it back to their feet. I have to imagine at this juncture.
Double clothesline right there from Cena and Sami Zayn, both men down right now. By the way, AJ Styles, he recently put out a post on Instagram, hinting at his time in the ring running out, the time of AJ Styles running out as a wrestler. So obviously, he's also talking about his retirement subtly now. His contract with the company, from what I understand, is wrapping up in early 2026. There has been no talk about his retirement or his retirement tour, so I don't know how that's going to work out. But it's quite interesting. Anyways, in other news, we know that John Cena his retirement tour, his retirement match has apparently been moved from Boston to Washington. I don't know if that's been done so that Trump shows up or something, but it's been moved from Boston to Washington, so that's that. I mean, who knows? Trump could show up, and after all, we're getting a UFC fight in the White House, so anything can happen, in the USA, I guess. But that's one thing. Cena's last match is gonna take place in Washington D.C. That is for certain. What really surprises me about this whole ordeal is the fact that Shield got, a whole show dedicated to themselves. The Shield Farewell Show, whatever it was called. It was a show that was dedicated to them, right? It only had like couple matches on the card, and then we had the Shield match. But it was a freaking show dedicated to the Shield. If you talk about Cena's retirement match, that's taking place at a Saturday night main event. It's not even called the John Cena show or the John Cena farewell show. None of that stuff. Just Saturday night main event, and I think I've got a big problem with that, honestly. I do feel so. By the way, Sami Zayn is down right now. Tables turn around.
John would honestly walk away unless he felt comfortable doing so. And being pushed to his limits right now by Sami Zayn in some backward way has got to feel good for Cena.
Cena now with a shoulder tackle and another one to Sami Zayn. Very familiar to the sellout crowd here in Allstate Arena. Sami Zayn is down and Cena's got him where he wants him.
Could you imagine, Cole? John Cena may leave Chicago with some new gold.
Clay, welcome. Great seeing ya. But you got Andrew saying AJ Styles will probably go back to TNA to retire. That would be crazy. But it could happen. Who knows? I mean, if it does happen, I think it's got to be a very subtle retirement. Maybe WWE's not going to make it all flashy and about themselves. And perhaps, I don't know. I feel like if he goes to TNA to retire, it's not going to be as celebrated of a retirement. Because, if WWE is not able to profit off it, I don't know if they're actually going to celebrate it. So let's see. But Cena right now going for the AA on Sami. Sami gets away. Wow.
Is it enough? No, near fall. We've seen Sami Zayn utilize that Blue Thunder bomb to such great effect throughout his career, but couldn't get the job done in that instance.
John Cena, Sami Zayn battling for the United States Championship and Sami Zayn open challenge tonight, giving back to the man who allowed him to.
I got a feeling that this Sami Zayn Open Challenge is only going to last 1 week. I think that Cena is going to take the title away from Sami.
Sami up on his shoulders and Sami able to
And for the second time, Sami Zayn gets away from the AA. And now, look at that. Wow, the third attempt at AA. I think it's going to happen. There you go. Oh, he kicks out. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if Sami Zayn actually drops the title to John Cena. I would not be surprised.
Take a look at the impact on a thunderous AA.
I thought that was it right there, but wow. Cool.
Zayn stays alive.
There's 16,000 plus in Chicago. Thought Cena was about to win a sixth United States Championship in his illustrious career.
Kudos to Sami Zayn for surviving the AA.
We got Andrew saying, come on, AJ. WWE owns the TNA. Maybe they do. Maybe they're about to. But let's see. Wait a second. Oh, Sami was about to go for the exploder. Cena gets away for now, sending Sami over to the ropes and buckle up powerbomb. Pretty cool. Going for the cover. Sami kicks out.
Page out of the playbook of none other than Kevin Owens.
Who we spoke about earlier and
I actually do feel that Cena is walking away with the U.S. title. I've got a feeling.
Into the sky before driving him down, neck and shoulders first, but Zayn with too much left in the tank.
that pop-up power bomb by Cena almost won him the United States Championship. Think about what's at
Actually, no, maybe not. Because it's hard for me to imagine that Brock Lesnar is actually going to fight for the U.S. title. So no, I don't. I'll take that back. I don't think that John Cena is walking away with the U.S. title. It's not happening. I gave it a good thought. It's not happening. No. Sammy is retaining one way or the other. Yeah. That's got to be one way.
First into the post. Now Sami Zayn has got Cena where he wants him. Zayn looking to take Cena.
He's got to go for it.
For the haluva kick. Nobody home gets hung out with the top rope. And Cena now with a back suplex. Cover again, looking to win the United States title. Sami gets the shoulder up.
All right.
Looked to me like a version of an angle slam, perhaps a callback to John Cena's first night in WWE against Hall of Famer Kurt Angle. Let's take another look. Cena mustering every last bit of strength.
Cena paying tribute to all of his friends and all of his colleagues on this farewell tour is amazing. Look at that.
Matchup for the United States title. Cena, Zayn.
Solo Sikoa coming out to attack Sammy is definitely an interesting idea. It could happen. It could happen. Yeah, but Cena is not walking away with the U.S. title. I don't think so. No.
Yeah, 7-day reign, that would be.
That's an interesting idea. It could happen, actually.
Haymakers. Utilizing those massive fists of his, like cinder blocks between the eyes of Zayn, who answers. Oh, and both men down against center of the ring. What a matchup for the United States Championship. A couple of near falls for John Cena. Almost winning the United States Championship tonight, but Sami has been a game champion. Cena himself say how much he respects Sami's desire to be a fighting champion. Speaking of Kurt Angle, ankle lock.
Look at that. The ankle lock submission hold locked in on Sami Zayn. John Cena definitely paying tribute right now to Kurt Angle with that one.
Get Sami Zayn to tap out. To the ankle lock, folks. We'll have a new United States champion. Sami Zayn can feel the United States championship slipping through his fingers. Zayn trying to fight out of this. John drives it back. We go to the STF.
Oh, the STF now. It's popping right now. So they are apparently on commercials somewhere in the world where they're not watching it on Netflix. But Cena just delivered a crazy angle lock submission hold. He then locked in the STF. And now Sami Zayn hit him with an AA, but Cena still kicked out. So I don't know where in the world are on a commercial break right now, but they're missing out wherever it is. Because, wow. Breaker would be interesting too. Could happen. Could happen.
Never done in the past. The pop-up powerbomb, the ankle lock.
Cena looks tired as hell right now. For certain, he looks tired.
Damage to Sami Zayn than just about anything thus far.
So in 48 seconds, we're going to go back from the commercial right to TV.
Zayn gonna try the haluva kick. I don't know if Sami's gonna be able to plant. And he is.
Oh, dear. Another AA right there. Still going to be a kick out, though. Yeah. There ain't no way that Sami Zayn is dropping that title, because I cannot imagine Brock Lesnar fighting for the U.S. title. And that is why I can't buy Cena becoming champion tonight. It's not going to happen. Sami Zayn is going to retain one way or the other, for certain.
Corey, this isn't the same Sami Zayn that Cena faced a decade ago. It has been an incredible match for the United States Championship in front of 16,678 tonight at Allstate Arena in Chicago. John Cena versus the champ Sami Zayn, and this happened just moments ago.
Sami Zayn looking for a haluva kick on a compromised ankle, caught into an AA by Cena, and at 2 and 9 Zayn escaped. Wait a minute, you put back the live action.
It was an exploder suplex into the corner by Zayn.
He's going to go for it again, it seems. Wait a second. There ain't no way. Oh, dear.
That's just Cena. Cena's down. Cover by Zayn. John kicks out.
Yeah, I'm still quite certain that Sami Zayn retains the title tonight. 100% retains it tonight. But how is the question?
Last-ditch opportunity for Zayn to keep his title.
First the exploder, followed immediately by a haluva kick right on the chin of the goat. But somehow, someway, John Cena finds a way to kick out.
And what an atmosphere here tonight in Chicago. Cena came
By the way, Chicago is in for a treat tonight. You know, we've been here for 40 minutes so far. And the first 40 minutes has been all John Cena. So they are definitely in for a treat tonight. It could happen. Why not, Anil? It could happen. Sami Zayn looking to do something right here. Wait a second. Climbing the top turnbuckle.
Sammy's starting to feel a little desperate, Cole.
This could be a mistake. I don't know, but this feels like it could be a classic mistake right here. Well, I wasn't wrong, was I?
rolls through. Cena caught him.
There ain't no way. Oh! GTS to Sami Zayn. Oh, he still kicks out. Oh, that was a good touch. But there still is no way that Sami Zayn drops the title tonight. He's going to retain. He is so retaining. Yeah, Cena is not winning the U.S. title. Brock Lesnar is not fighting for the U.S. championship. It's not happening. Sami's going to retain. Yep.
Cena, the look on his face, Corey. What do I have to do?
Cena's borrowing plays from other superstars' playbooks at this juncture and still can't finish the job. At what point does doubt begin to creep into the mind of a man who is the greatest of all time? A man who has seen and done everything in this industry.
Yeah, but what's his mantra?
Wait a second. Wait a second.
JBL, the Hall of Famer.
Adam Copeland, a.k.a. Edge tribute right here, right now. This is cool. Oh! That was a nice spear. Oh, he still kicked out. That was cool. I got goosebumps. That was a beautiful Adam Copeland tribute. A guy that Cena's not going to fight in the retirement tour, but wow. What a rivalry they've had, right? So cool. That was actually very cool.
Himself, how, why, what can I possibly do?
That was so nice.
Staying down for 3.
That Adam Copeland tribute was so nice.
Sammy just trying to get his wits about him after that spear by Cena.
Cena stalking the champion.
Went for an RKO, and Sammy
Wow.
turned it now into a big clothesline.
A brutal landing on the left shoulder of Sammy.
What a match, really. What a freaking match.
Sammy suffered an unfortunate shoulder injury 10 years ago in his first encounter with Cena.
Yep. Great call.
Oh my God, this is gonna do it, Cole.
Cena from the second rope. Sammy.
There ain't no way.
John Cena. Oh, and Sami Zayn able to counter with a couple of well-placed elbows. Cena has got him.
There's no way. Not from the top turnbuckle. Holy crap.
Cena's gonna do it.
He just delivered an AA from the top turnbuckle. That's crazy.
Cena's got an opportunity.
That's nuts.
Down for the United States Championship.
Right here.
This is absolutely incredible.
Oh, no way. Ah, this had to happen. I should have seen this coming a long time ago. That's crazy.
Championship.
What an AA that was.
This is absolutely incredible.
No way in hell. Should have seen this coming a long time ago. Well, that match was fun while it lasted. This is gonna be better. Wow.
He's here. Remember, Brock Lesnar fired an opening salvo.
That's crazy.
Lesnar has been unleashed on Smackdown. Lesnar now targeting the United States champion, Sami Zayn, and a foul by Lesnar.
That is crazy. I think we're gonna be turning Chicago into Suplex City right now.
And now the man apparently came
Or maybe not. Okay.
up on his shoulders. Zayn was collateral damage, but this wasn't. Lesnar
What? Message delivered, I guess, right?
with an F5. This massive mountain of a man has laid waste to Zayn.
Well, okay. Man of a few words, but he's got some more F5s in the tank. Look at that. Another F5 delivered from Brock Lesnar.
And of all nights, the beast, Brock Lesnar, one of John Cena's most fierce rivals.
Could have at least said WrestlePalooza, but that's okay. Oh, he's got to go for another third one, it seems. Maybe not. Well, okay. Brock Lesnar just did what Brock Lesnar does best. Conquer John Cena. Look at that. Yep. WrestlePalooza it is, guys. WrestlePalooza it is. I mean, we all thought it was going to be Solo Sikoa or somebody, but obviously it had to be Brock Lesnar. Should have thought better, but here we are. It is indeed Brock Lesnar who just showed up. Brock Lesnar has just showed up, conquered John Cena, and now on his way out. That's what happened. No surprises, Andy. Anil says, nice. Nicholas says, Cena's final match will be an open challenge, and Nikki comes out. Oh, that will be that. I don't know if that's actually gonna happen, but okay, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Maybe run it through Nikki Bella. She'll probably accept it. Yeah, she's probably gonna accept it. Well, hell of an impact made from Brock Lesnar. Can I say the greatest hour, first hour of any weekly WWE show, let it be Raw or SmackDown, in a long while? Definitely the greatest. I mean, that was impactful. That was definitely impactful. Very much so. That was pretty damn cool. Brock Lesnar definitely made a big impact. A big one. All right. With that being said, it is commercial break right now. It's a 2-hour show, and we're already done with 15 minutes. We already know the final segment is got to be the return of AJ Lee. In between, it's got to be Aleister Black is going to take on Damian Priest. So a lot of goodness here tonight. Lots of goodness here tonight on SmackDown. Brock looking about 20 years younger. He must be right back on the roids. Well, speaking of roids, have you seen The Rock? Have you seen Dwayne Johnson lately? He's been very interesting. One second. We're back. So yeah, I mean, what a fantastic start to SmackDown, right? What a great start to SmackDown this was. We got Nicholas saying, "Hey, why she got married and got a kid? They're both didn't. Yeah, it's sad. The personal life, did not work out for them. But what can we say? Relationships are complicated. Sometimes the one who we feel is got to be the one. Apparently there are other plans, and apparently they're not the one. It's hard, and I hope that I'm sure John Cena is happy, but I hope, even despite of the beef that Nikki and we have personally, I hope that Nikki Bella is okay and happy as well, because wow, it's not easy to get out of a relationship, and especially working with somebody who you were in a relationship with. It can be hard. So I hope that she's okay as well, because wow, it can be challenging. But obviously, jokes aside, no surprise Brock dominated Cena 100%. No surprise there. We are going to get this match at WrestlePalooza. I think that's for certain. We are getting it at WrestlePalooza. Speaking of WrestlePalooza, AEW, I think they hosted the White Flag, and their all-out show is now taking place at 3 p.m. EST. So that's quite interesting, right? It's back to 3 p.m. I mean, it was supposed to be taking place in the usual time, 8 p.m. EST, but now it's taking place at 3. So they definitely got out of the way of WrestlePalooza. Didn't want to compete with it, so that's that. Oh, there we go. There we go. He forgot to say it earlier, but now he's made it clear. I'll see you at WrestlePalooza. So it's happening. WrestlePalooza it is. Michael Cole also makes it official. WrestlePalooza, it is official. It's happening. Cena versus WrestlePalooza. Cena versus Brock Lesnar, I'm sorry, at WrestlePalooza is official. Who's pulling up right now? Oh, Becky Lynch. That's right, Anil. So we're getting Goth versus Goth. We're getting Aleister Black versus Damian Priest. It's happening now. I guess this is a dream match for a lot of people out there. Not me, but I'm sure it's still got to be a good match. They are good in the ring. Very similar in the ring, I feel, and very similar personality-wise, too. So, all right. So Goth Man versus Goth Man. Aleister Black versus Damian Priest is happening, and now we got Andy saying AEW moved their show in the afternoon. People will be talking about AEW in a positive way, while WWE will have another stinker PLE. Yeah, that's right. So this is a win for the fans because people who want to watch both will be able to enjoy both the shows, and they don't have to sit there. I find it an absolute headache to be able to watch two shows at the same time. It's like you can focus on neither, and you've got like two screens, and it's just I don't like it. So I'm also, I feel like happy that the shows are taking place, not together, but one after the other. I think it's better. So it's a win for the fans. It's a win for the fans. It's a whole day of wrestling for the fans. So I agree with you, Andy. Totally agree with you. But for WWE, one thing is clear. Their intention is clear. They want to take down AEW. And they're doing everything in their power to do so. They want to take down AEW. And here we are, Damian Priest. Hell of an entrance right there. Look at that. The smoke machine and stuff. Wow. That is a hell of an entrance for Damian Priest. Nice. Definitely nice.
The former world champion, they're going to finally end things with a man that is like
They called the Miz the guy. Oh wait a second. Oh dear, Aleister Black attacking Damian Priest mid-entrance. That sucks. But I guess you gotta do that, because Cena, he literally took 50 minutes of the first of the show, right? First 50 minutes of the show went to John Cena. So if you want to pack a lot of stuff into it, you got to cut down on the entrances. And that's what Aleister Black did right there. Jokes aside, knee to the face of Damian Priest and tossing him over the barricade. Damian Priest is down. Aleister Black right now, standing tall. You're right about that, Anil. Totally a win for us. AEW has better wrestling matches. That's for certain. WrestlePalooza has got to be all about the stars. It's got to be all about Brock Lesnar, AJ Lee. That is what it's got to be all about. And hands up, by the way, if you are excited about AJ Lee's return. I mean, let me know. I really want to count how many people over here are excited about AJ Lee's return tonight. Let me know. Show of hands. Let me know, guys. Are you excited about AJ Lee's return? Let me know. We got a thumbs down, by the way, right here from Andy, my brother. He's here with a thumbs down. Interesting. Not gonna lie. Back in the day. Wait a second. What do we have here? AJ, don't have any good matches. You talking about AJ Lee, right? Because I was like, wait a second. What do you know about my matches, brother? But then I know. Yeah, AJ Lee. AJ Lee is hyped. I don't want to use the word overhyped because, obviously she must have earned the level of respect and the level of loyalty that she gets from the fans. I mean, it cannot be only because she married CM Punk. There's got to be something else to it. She was the Raw GM for a while. She had the angle with Cena. She had the angle with Damian Bryan. She had the crazy angle. Yeah, she went around saying I'm not crazy and all that stuff. She had the angle with Punk. All that, there must be a reason why she's got this level of loyalty from the fans. It's great. And I'm happy that she's getting to get back tonight after a whole long decade or so. But just like Broman said, I mean, I don't have a favorite AJ Lee match either. I don't think she was particularly bad in the ring. But back in the day, I was a big fan, if you talk about the women's division, I was a big fan of Caitlyn. Way more than AJ Lee, I can tell you that right now. Big fan of Caitlyn back in the day. AJ Lee, I wasn't big on her, but good to see her back. By the way, Ramit, thank you so much, my brother. Much love to you. Hope you're doing well. Great seeing you, Ramit. Welcome. Andrew with the thumbs down as well. So that's Andy. That's Andrew. We got Broman saying she doesn't have any good matches. That's right. Thank you. AJ, I was more for Oh, my brother. Andy, that's what I'm talking about. And I probably should not admit it, but I was a kid you know, a fan. I don't want to call myself a mark, but I was a fan. But this is a super mark thing to do, I think. But I was a fan, and I used to love buying WWE merchandise every now and then on WWEshop.com. So, to get free shipping, I was like, I got to a value, but to get free shipping, I had to. This is such an excuse, by the way. I had to add, something else of a little value as well to the cart. So I was like, okay, what do I do? And I saw a Caitlyn signed photo on WWEshop.com for like $5.99. I bought it, and that's the only time I've ever paid for an autograph. But it was a Caitlyn autograph, and when I got it, I was happy. I was certainly happy. I wish I still had it, but thing with me is that I'm so bad with autographs. I cannot save them ever. I don't know where my Jinder Mahal autograph is. I don't know where my Caitlyn autograph is. Big Show signed one of these. This one right here. Big Show signed this, but that autograph is all smeared off as well. So I'm terrible with autographs. Do not trust me with your celebrity autographs. Yeah, I got none. But that's how much I liked Caitlyn back in the day. She was great. I mean, it seems like she will because, apparently she's been spotted backstage, if you were to believe the dirt sheet, the rumors. There's a picture of her going around as well with Punk. Let's see. Could be in the Survivor Series. Absolutely. Could be at WrestlePalooza too. Honestly, doesn't need to be there because, look, WWE already solved their purpose, right? They already got what they wanted. AEW waved the white flag, went out of the time zone not to compete with them. So I think they already got what they wanted. They already got Brock Lesnar on WrestlePalooza too. They don't necessarily need AJ Lee in WrestlePalooza. So Survivor Series could be it. Ramit, you're right about that. My brother Andy, much love. I did like the faction of Dolph, Biggie. I know by the faction, all you're talking about is that moment when Biggie was coming out like, yeah, and hit AJ Lee right. I know what you're talking about, Roman. Yeah, that's the only AJ Lee moment I remember as well. I know. Why Nikki Bella and WWE, they should go to AEW where her brother-in-law has some big position. Yeah, I mean, I wonder as well, why don't they just go to AEW? But I think Nikki Bella is smart, right? I think the Bella twins are smart. They know that where they were made. They know where, I guess, the opportunities lie for them. They know they know they can't wrestle, I guess. So that's why they're here. Where it's all show, right? It's all smoke and mirrors, I guess. AJ, swing to different people. She was down before. That's right. Yeah. By the way, did you see that interview that Matt Riddle did with TMZ, where he spoke about AJ Lee? Very negative way, he said stuff that nobody should ever talk about, especially when it comes to somebody else's wife, right, or daughter or anybody. Nobody should talk about stuff like that when it comes to any women. But Matt Riddle made claims about AJ Lee that were very should I say degrading, or should I say very defaming? But, he made a claim that she went around in the locker room and whatnot. So very defaming claims made by Matt Riddle on the interview with TMZ. Stacy Keibler, really? Is she here? Interesting. Okay. Oh, wait. No, for you, I see. Okay. I took that out of context. You love Stacy, yeah? I know. Well, you can't even compare. I'm sorry, but you can't compare AJ Lee, Caitlyn with the likes of Stacy or Tori. That was a whole different class, I feel. That class of women's wrestlers was like the elite class, and you can't compare the Caitlyns of today, or AJ Lee of today with that, because that was a class apart. Like, they knew what they were doing in the ring. They were, I mean, yeah, that was something else. That was like the holy grail of women's wrestling. I'm sorry. Yeah, but, I feel so. CM Punk and AJ Lee story seems like Cope and Beth Phoenix. Yeah, I mean, I hope it doesn't end up being cringe, because just like you mentioned, Cope and Beth Phoenix was super cringe. You already know that Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins have shared the screen before. Super duper cringe. Couples, real life couples on screen is always cringe. Nikki Bella, John Cena, cringe, right? So, yeah, this is definitely got to be another cringe. CM Punk is going to be cringe man Punk. That's what's gonna happen when he teams up with AJ Lee. AJ, I have made Mickey James, Steve. Oh, okay. Steve Austin says you keep her autographs. Many you have those. That's great, Andy. Yeah, I've got plenty as well, but I just don't know where I kept them. I just don't know where they are. I mean, yeah, I should not be trusted with autographs. I should not be. Riddle has gone more in. Brother, I mean, I'm right about every single talent. I told you that Karrion Kross was a no-good talent, and now he's not with the WWE. I told you that Riddle was a no-good talent, and now he's gone crazy. I mean, I already thought that he was crazy all these years ago, but now he's showing his true colors. So I guess I've got an eye of an eagle when it comes to wrestlers, because I can tell you what's hot and what's not. But Riddle was never hot. I love Rosemary says, oh, that's an interesting one. Okay. We should inspire to be the opposite of what Matt Riddle is. That's the perfect example of absolutely what Matt Riddle, I mean, after he made that claim about AJ Lee, I gave up on Matt Riddle. I stopped listening, and I don't think I'll ever pay attention to another Matt Riddle story or interview. The guy cannot be taken seriously. Apparently, he was booked for an All Snow promotion in the UK, which was holding a charity show. Matt Riddle no showed up and also did not return, at least, as of the report when it came out, he did not return, or he had not returned the deposit that was paid to him. Not sure if he's returned it now, but he had not returned it until the report came out from the promotion, right? From Cultaholic. But Matt Riddle then took to his Twitter, I guess, and he called everybody maniacs and called them names, said he was obviously going to return it. He said it was not a charity show, blah, blah, blah. And then, obviously, the next day he's on TMZ and he trash talks about AJ Lee and defames her. So I'm not going to take him seriously at all. Maria was great. Maria was one of my first crushes in wrestling, and one of my first crushes ever, I guess. My first celebrity crush, and also had the honor of interviewing her, so that was great. Opposite, I got it, Berman. I got it. I auto-corrected it when I read it. Some wrestling magazine sources claim Ronda Rousey DMD very soon join AEW. Well, Ronda Rousey is another one. Like Ronda, I loved Ronda because she followed me on Instagram before any other celebrity did. I think it was Natalia first, and then it was Ronda. What talking about the big names. Ronda was great, is great, but came across as very toxic later on. I don't know. Maybe she didn't like WWE. I don't know what happened, but Ronda Rousey's got a lot of toxic stuff as well to get off her chest, right? Every time she speaks, it's negative. She's recently talked about Alexa Bliss, negative. So I never hear her talking anything positively when it comes to WWE. So it's that. Karrion Kross, Shotzi, and GCW, yeah, they're doing what they're doing. Good for them, Ramit. Too many blonde divas and knockouts, says Nicholas. That's true. That's true. Lots of them. Lots of them. Riddle has joined the leagues of Del Rio. As crazy as it sounds, there is a big portion of wrestling fans. They want Del Rio back, and they want Del Rio back in the WWE, not even in AAA, but they want him back in the WWE. A big portion. I don't get it. I don't get the fascination behind it, but they want him back. They want Del Rio back in the WWE. I don't know why. I've interviewed Del Rio, and when I interviewed him, it was a well-planned interview. We knew we were going to talk. We knew it was going to be a long interview. We were going to go over lots of stuff. It was a well-researched interview. The guy spoke to me in the back of a car, and whenever somebody does that, I'm like, wow, not the most respectful thing, but okay. But I get it. You could be busy. But then, the way he was talking and stuff, I mean, doesn't come across as very professional altogether. Del Rio is a character. I mean, I'm grateful for the interview. I'm grateful for his time. But, the reports that came out about Del Rio, all the acquisitions and stuff, it's hard. But people do want him back. There are people who want him back. That's that. Yeah. You're right. You're right. Yeah. The Ronda Rousey thing did not work out. I think the greatest match that she had was her first match, which was obviously Triple H and Stephanie versus Ronda and Kurt Angle. And that match was great because Ronda was not the only one who was, in it. So she had three more legends in there. So that was pretty damn cool. But, WWE does not deserve. I agree, Andy. I agree totally. But there's a big portion, especially AAA fans who had been watching him for a long time. They want him back. That's that. If Mandy Rose joins AEW and Saraya Outcast, AEW is going to be the biggest entertainment show ever. I don't know because Mandy, she's already talked negatively about wrestling. She's compared wrestling to OnlyFans and said that she doesn't have to take bumps. She doesn't have to wake up in the morning early. She doesn't have to catch multiple flights in a week. She can do things in her own schedule and just, earn even more money. So she's talked about wrestling in that sense. It's hard for me to see her ever coming back to wrestling. Ever, or at least for now. I've never could get interested with Del Rio. He was annoying to me. Yeah, I know. When he first came up as an Aristocat and all that character, I was intrigued. But no, not now. Mandy has no interest whatsoever. Yeah, she has no interest. It's very clear she's got no interest. Yep, that's right. That was a nice dodge by the referee, by the way. And Aleister Black with the victory over here. So, we're looking at the time right now. This match, basically all in all with the commercials and everything, this match took up about 20 minutes. So, we have about 40 minutes left before the show's got to be over. And I'm just thinking, what else do we have to cover tonight? Obviously, that's a big segment. The CM Punk AJ Lee segment, I'm pretty sure they're going to reserve about 30 minutes for that segment, right? But what else do we have here tonight? Are we getting the tag team title match with The Miz and Carmelo tonight? I wonder. We got a better Trish Stratus clone than Tiffany. Wow, you got a better Trish. Okay, that's a big one. That's a big one. Look, I like Tiffany. Hard for me to say. By the way, we're getting the Women's U.S. Championship match tonight. Julia versus Mishin. Interesting. Tonight has turned out to be a U.S. title night. First the men's title, and now we got the women's title being defended. So that's interesting. But Tiffany is cool. She's good, talented, great in the ring, which is a unique combination. You don't always get, beauty and in-ring skills together. Not always. Tiffany's a great combination. But still, there's something about, I don't know. Don't want to sound negative or anything, but, with Tiffany, her voice annoys the heck out of me, annoys the crap out of me. It's hard for me to get behind Tiffany purely based on that voice. It's just a little bit hard. Yeah, Julia, indeed, Brother Andy. Hopefully, we're hoping for victory tonight. And we got Andy saying, no, Andrew, there were other mixed tag team matches in WWE, plus they had mixed tournament. Yeah, we cannot forget the Facebook Live mixed match tournament that they did back in the day, right? Where we had some very unique combination, very unique tag teams and stuff. Yeah, that happened. A lot of that happened for certain. Maybe one day, Ramit, or maybe they have already, haven't just announced it, but one day they are going to make it public, I think. I think it's going to happen. But again, Verman, that voice is the big problem, is the big hurdle for me. Between Tiffany and myself, that voice is a big one. Julia should retain, says Andy. Hopefully, brother. Hopefully. Well, I wonder. It could happen. Why not? Not impossible. I'm sure they would benefit from Adam being there, so why not? Commercial break still going on, by the way. It's interesting because usually whenever SmackDown is on and they are on commercial, on Netflix, we get something else. But right now, we're literally getting nothing on Netflix, too. It's really a commercial. I'm not sure about being a crybaby, but did you see The Rock being super slimmed right now? I mean, he's slimmed down a lot, and lots of people are talking about maybe he's not taking roids, maybe he's finally off steroids now. So that's what a lot of people are talking about. But The Rock has definitely, he's slimmed down a lot, very much so. When I first saw it, I was a bit concerned at what happened to him, but he's okay. Maybe he did it for a movie or something. Maybe he did it for because Batista did it, and Batista was just named the greatest wrestler turned actor. So maybe it's because of that. But The Rock has slimmed down a lot. His physique has really gone down a lot. The muscles have gone down a lot. Not sure what happened, but something's happened. Something's changed. But let me know what you think about The Rock's transformation. Wasn't he like Sublime thing after Ronda? I think it was before Ronda, or I think it was before Ronda. I think it was before Ronda, yeah. I think so. I could be wrong, though, but I think it was before Ronda. But anyways, Ronda was not happy working with Alexa. She was not happy, which I understand. Ronda's a powerhouse. Alexa Bliss, not so much, but I understand. Much love to you, Romit. Much love to you. Yeah. The movie's apparently got to be a good one. I'm looking forward to it. Whenever it gets on Netflix, I'll watch it, I think, yeah. Much love to you as well, Romit. Much love to you, brother. By the way, guys, I'll be back in just a second. Give me a second. All right, we're back. Thank you, bro, man. Was I looking invisible or something for a second there? No, I had to fix a plug, but you were fine. We're back. Once again, we have already witnessed Cena's final appearance on SmackDown. We are soon to witness AJ Lee's return after, like 10 years. So wait a second, AJ Lee. Let's see, when was her last match? For those who think that she has not been involved in wrestling since then, she has been very well involved. Was a big part of Women's of Wrestling, WOW, big part of that. So that's for certain. But if you go to AJ Lee and we go to her career, her last match actually took place in the ring for the WWE. That was her last, but she hasn't been wrestling. She's only been involved in wrestling, hasn't wrestled herself. But her last match took place in 2015. So indeed, she's got to be making her return after 10 years tonight. 10 long years. That is indeed true. Yes. All right.
Documentary has already climbed into the Netflix top 4 and is a must-watch before their historic fight next Saturday.
Twisted Turns is presented by
Welcome, Liz. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome. Great seeing you. We got Andy saying she's still in WWE being a commentator. Wow, she's still serving her role as a commentator right now? That's interesting. If that's still happening, I wonder how that works with her WWE agreement or deal. Also, wonder if this is a one-off or is she going to be back for good? I think we're going to get more details on that shortly, but seems like she is going to be back. It would be such a swerve, by the way, if she's not back, and instead of AJ Lee, we get like Cora Jade. I think I'm going to be happy if Cora Jade shows up, maybe more so than AJ Lee, but Yeah, Cora Jade would be nice. Somebody else, who knows? But it would be such a swerve if it's not AJ Lee, because everybody thinks it's gonna be AJ Lee. So if it's not AJ, it's gonna be such a big ass swerve. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a big ass swerve. All right.
Three most dangerous letters in sports entertainment. Drew R. Mackin. K. O.
Buckle up, Norfolk, Virginia, because next week on Smackdown, Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, one-on-one next Friday. The bad blood boils over. And it's also the return of the beast, Brock Lesnar, after his attack on John Cena.
Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I'm surprised. Okay. I'm actually not surprised. I'm shocked, should I say. Brock Lesnar is going to make another appearance, that too next week? What in the world is going on here? How is Brock Lesnar showing up in 2 consecutive weeks? How is it happening? That is surprising. Wasn't expecting Brock to show up to next week. Okay. I thought we were going to see him straight at WrestlePalooza.
So much for the time. I know you have a massive SummerSlam rematch next week against Jade Cargill for your championship. The last time you two met, she claims that she would have won had your foot not been on the ropes. What's your response? Kathy, Jade says a whole lot of things, and I thought I liked the sound of my own voice, but turns out Jade loves to run.
By the way, on the screen right now is Kathy Kelly interviewing Tiffany Stratton.
But all that talk ends next week once that bell rings. And Jade
That's gotta be funny. Yeah.
because my foot is gonna be stuck right up her. Let's just say.
Seems like it. Could happen.
Bye. Thanks so much and good luck next week.
That's funny. You're watching film on TV now, but didn't you lose to her at SummerSlam?
I'm confused. Didn't you lose too?
Right. Anyway, you don't even deserve to be number 1 contender. You got very lucky with an easy victory when Becky ditched you. a couple
Girl,
weeks
cut it. When I get my title from that blow up Barbie, you can come get your shot. Until then, get out of my way or catch me chance tonight.
ago. We'll see about that.
Bet.
Jade and Tiffany for the Women's Championship next week.
All right, so this is the match that we've been looking forward to. We got the women's U.S. title match right now. It's going to be Julia defending her title. We got Broman over here saying Tiffany Leather, though. What do you mean, Milkman AJ? Where did that come from? What's happening here? That's like, I don't know what I did to collect that title. Okay, Broman, okay. But no, Tiffany, indeed, not my cup of tea or my glass of water. Absolutely not, Broman. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that comment. Absolutely not. By the way, September 20th is going to be the day that most of the people in America are going to start using VPN to watch wrestling. Berman, do you use VPN, or are you going to use VPN on September 20? Or are you going to give up and buy ESPN? What are you going to do? Are you going to be a rebel and buy a VPN? Or are you going to, surrender and go for the ESPN app? Let me know. Let me know. Andy, what do you think? Even Stephanie McMahon was promoting a VPN to watch WWE on Netflix. So that was something interesting. We got Andy. How do you get VPN? So, brother, I'm not sure if you use a phone to watch wrestling or if you use a computer. But if you use a phone, it's very straightforward. Go to your phone's app store and look up any VPN like NordVPN or Surfshark, or there's many out there. You just download the app and just register, sign up for the VPN. It's not very expensive. Usually they always have a deal or something up there. But yeah, it's a very easy process, and you just get a VPN. So a very straightforward process, Andy. So let me know, what do you watch? What do you use to watch wrestling? Do you watch a computer or do you watch a phone? And I'll suggest something. I might just give up. I'm tired of searching for wrestling. Oh, okay. Well, if you get a VPN, though, the way it works is that if you have a VPN, you get on Netflix, and you just, with the help of VPN, you're gonna be able to access Netflix of any country. So let's say you want to access Netflix from the UK, right? And if you do that, you're gonna be able to watch every single WWE show, including Raw, SmackDown, all the PLEs on Netflix. You don't have to go to different apps. That's how it works. Yeah. I have a plethora of subscriptions, sadly. I'm pretty sure I only use Netflix out of those, though, or maybe one more, maybe Disney Plus as well. But yeah, I've got a whole heck of a lot of subscriptions, more than I should. But that's what they do. They wanted you to get off cable. We got off cable, and once we're off cable, now we have to pay for every single channel that we want to watch, basically, with these apps. So it's crazy. I usually watch when it's either on an app or regular channel. So if you watch it on an app on a phone, then definitely you can get a VPN if you want to watch it on Netflix. So that's that. Ricky was suggesting me to get like an affiliate link or something for one of the VPNs. So I probably should look into that too. I think a lot of people would want that, right? I usually watch it when it's on an app, yeah. So if you watch it on regular channel, that's something else. But if you watch it on an app, you definitely can get it. Yeah, I saw that too. She started training at the dungeon, if I'm not wrong, right? Yeah, so good for her. How old is she, by the way? Let me see. Aaliyah Mysterio, age. Let's see. She is 24 years old. How is Dominic? 1 second. Dominic is 28. Okay.
Listen, Becky, I'm dealing with a lot. I know we're in Chicago, and I know that Punk is in the building. Oh, is he? So it's no surprise to me that you're here, but listen, I cannot have any more issues tonight. Are we clear?
I never. But I'm just going to give you some space. It seems like you need it. Oh. It's fine.
My goodness, is Nick Aldis really wearing a tan suit? That is so unserious for an authority figure to be wearing a tan suit. Do you guys remember when Obama once showed up at a media conference, at a White House conference, wearing a tan suit? I think people still talk about it to this day. You don't wear a tan suit when you're in an authoritative position. So, wow, I'm surprised that Nick Aldis chose to wear a tan suit tonight. Crazy. Ray's daughter is in training. She's dealing with very bad headaches. She's talked about that on Sirius. Really? Wow, Andy, thanks for shedding some light on that topic. So, she's not the only one, I think, right? So, if I'm not wrong, Mick Foley's daughter also has apparently something wrong with her ear, which also causes some severe headaches. So that's two of them. That's crazy. By the way, we got Chris over here saying congratulations to Athena for being the ROH Women's Champion for 1,000 days. That's a great accomplishment, right? I mean, you talk about 1,000 days, that really means that she's been champion forever. She's been champion for as long as ROH has been a thing under Tony Khan, so good for her. Good for her.
Either way, Michin got what she wanted in victory and this opportunity tonight, but paid dearly.
I know Berman is a big fan of Athena and ROH, right, Berman? All right.
And Kiana James would leave Michin laying. Not prepared. It was one of the quickest matches in WWE.
Welcome, David. Great seeing you. Welcome. How are you feeling about tonight's SmackDown? Brock Lesnar showed up. Sami Zayn versus John Cena took place. Open challenge. interesting SmackDown has been tonight.
And this is for the United States Championship Meechin. Seeking her first
Oh, really? That's crazy.
WWE former TNT
That's crazy. Wow.
champion. Let's not forget
That is insane, Andy.
all the way to the final to crown the first ever Women's United States champion. And this match is presented by the refreshing taste of Twist Tea Hard.
All right, so Julia in action right now against Meechin. I don't expect a title change at all. Actually, I expect this match to be very short because SmackDown, as we know, is a 2-hour show, right? So if we're looking at the time right now, we got about 30 minutes left on the clock before SmackDown is technically going to go off the air. And, looking at the time, I feel like this is going to be a short match. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's a 2-hour show, right, guys? Doesn't exceed 2 hours, correct? So, I know, Chris. Again, it's going to be such a crazy swerve if it's not AJ Lee. But I think all things point to an AJ Lee return tonight. Yes, Chicago is the last segment of the night. It's got to be AJ Lee. I mean, I would be shocked if it's not. Yeah. I think Julia will retain. I do feel so. I do feel so.
Meechin looking to push the pace, taking high risk. Went for the baseball slide, intercepted by Julia. Now
Yeah. Thank you, Andy. Thanks for the confirmation. I think so. I mean, if AJ Lee does not show up, people are going to complain, so let's see. But I think it's going to happen. I do feel so. It's been really talked about a bit too much for it not to happen now. I think it's going to happen. I do feel so.
one of the many reasons that Julia has aligned herself with Kiana James. Oh, Julia letting out some of that pent-up aggression here tonight against Meechin.
All right, Julia now grabbing Meechin by the hair. Chop to Meechin.
Meechin back to the ropes.
Oh, another chop right here from Meechin to Julia. Julia with an elbow strike to Meechin. Meechin sent to the corner. You know, when the headache was mentioned, bro, man, that's what I thought too. That Mick Foley's daughter has said the same thing about Noelle Foley. I mean, Noelle Foley, she said the same thing time and time again. By the way, does anybody know that I've interviewed her boyfriend, or should I say ex-boyfriend? Everybody's going to find hard to believe it, but I actually interviewed that guy, Frank the Clown. I've interviewed him. This was years ago, probably 5 or 6 years ago. I interviewed him on Instagram Live. Frank the Clown. Yeah, what a clown. But he's not with Noelle right now. He's not with her. Yeah, but that clown got lucky for a little bit, right?
James looks on. Julia trying to tap Meechin here to keep the championship. Bit of a modification on the Rings of Saturn submission. And look at Julia just trying to pry the jaw of Meechin wide open. And now whipping at the nose and the face. And again, this is that danger, the aggressiveness of Julia, the champion. Not only the aggression, but the intelligence of Julia. Notice she's trying to obscure the referee's view of what she's doing to Meechin's face. Utilizing her own body, but Meechin able to counter. Great counter by Meechin, forced the break, and Julia right back on the attack. Strike right on the jaw of the challenger. Julia went for the oh, goodness! Good Lord! Julia driven forehead first into the canvas. What a championship on the line. Julia the champ, Meechin the challenger. Now headbutts delivered. Heavy rights were landing from Meechin, but Julia able to turn the tides with a headbutt, but just got her own brain scrambled. This is wildly Julia now. Oh, German suplex drops her on the back of her neck. Uh-oh, a little fighting spirit from Meechin. Meechin delivers one of her own. Standing toe-to-toe with the United States champion. God, vicious strikes from both women landing simultaneously. Ooh, both women down. This is for the United
This is a slow match, you know, in comparison to everything that we've seen already tonight. This match kind of feels like a filler. It probably is just a filler, but it definitely feels like it's never a good thing when a match feels like a filler, and this one falls right into that category right now for the women's US title. I think it's about to get over now.
point in the matchup, Michael Cole. It boiled down to
All right, nice kick right there to Julia, followed by an uppercut. Julia down. We got Meechin getting up to her feet over here. Running over to Julia. Oh, squashing her right in the corner.
confidence now just oozing from Julia. It's like she's daring Meechin to fight back. Yeah, but Meechin is fighting back, and now the champ's in trouble. Meechin lifts her up and taking her down. A sit-out powerbomb.
Nice power bomb right there to Julia. Still a kick out. What is Kiana James doing, by the way? Kiana James, let's talk about this for a very quick second. Kiana James has made it from NXT to the main roster in such a short period of time. In comparison, Tony D'Angelo, you know, it's crazy.
Face first, bounced off the mat. But Julia with a running
Julia
knee. Julia
has to be it.
with the Arriba
It's it.
Cortez.
Julia with the victory. She defeats Meechin and retains her championship. Good for her, but Julia is still your champion. Successful retain over here by the U.S. champion. The women's U.S. champion, Julia. With that being said, the filler match, I hate to say it, but the filler match is now over. And I think we are going to go full speed ahead to the main segment of the night, which is going to feature AJ Lee, hopefully. And now it is Kiana James who is taking out Meechin. Julia standing right there laughing, having a good time.
Budding relationship, but mutually beneficial nonetheless. Big win for the United
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, do you think she adds value to the whole thing? Do you think she adds value to Julia? In my mind, Julia already is so damn good. She doesn't need no screen agent. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Kiana James could do better. Maybe it's part of the process, you know, slow growth. But yeah.
Chelsea Green, Alba Fire taking out the knee of Charlotte Flair, leaving Charlotte unable to compete. This would lead to a one-on-one contest between Alexa Bliss and Chelsea Green, with Little Miss Bliss humiliating Chelsea. Unfortunately for Alexa, Alba Fire would hit the scene and attempt to lay waste. An unlikely return from the Queen Charlotte Flair was short-lived, and everything came up secret Hervis and Chelsea Green.
Does nothing ever good happen to me in this city? What did I do to this? Dr. Lily will see you now. Blister, you were supposed to get a real doctor. I need to get cleared like yesterday. Lily's trained.
We need revenge on Chelsea and
This is kind of embarrassing.
I have one. It's there.
Say so. Look, we will get revenge when the time is right. Right now is not the right time because you need to rest, relax, and let the power of...
Oh, if you say
Man, I miss the royalty that was Charlotte Flair. I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but this version of Charlotte, definitely not my cup of tea, you know? What do I say? I'm not used to Charlotte being so unserious, but this Charlotte Flair is nothing but serious. I don't know if it's with something with the cowboy hat, but you put that hat on and, you know, yeah. Oh, wow. It's time for Rollins. It's time for some serious business. And it's about to pick up right now. Okay, people are excited. Seth Rollins is here. I get that, brother Andy. I get that. Yep. Seth Rollins making his entrance through the crowd? Interesting. Very interesting.
Oh, Punk is here. Becky Lynch is here. And now Becky's husband, the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins, is here. What on earth does Rollins have in store for Friday Night Smackdown?
That's it? Oh, that was quick. Okay. I thought we were in it for a treat already, but now, commercial break it is. I thought we were in it. I thought. Yeah, I guess so, Andy. I guess so. You know, this is probably lifting the curtain on Ashley, I guess, on Charlotte Flair. But I'm not liking it. Not a fan. I feel like Alexa Bliss can do a better job with, you know, the White Six, and Charlotte can do a better job at being the queen or being whoever she is. But this version is not for me. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Yeah, but let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if you guys think of. All right, so we're back from the commercial break now, and Seth Rollins still standing in the crowd. I thought he would have made it to the ring already, but he's still standing in the crowd. He's got a microphone in hand, so that's interesting. Let's see where we go from here.
We are all witnesses to history because the legend of your hero, CM Punk, dies right here, right now. And to do the honors,
Wow.
yes, one last time.
There could have been no better place to do it than Chicago.
But to do the honors, let me introduce to you the greatest female wrestler in the history of planet Earth. She is your Intercontinental Champion, and she is my sexy, brilliant,
I've got butterflies right now. You know, this is exciting. This is exciting TV. The way they're milking it, like, you know, they know that we know that AJ Lee's gonna be here. So they're milking it the best that they can. Obviously, nobody does it better than Seth Rollins. You know, he was the guy behind Cody Rhodes' return, right? We know he was the one who faced Cody Rhodes at Mania. And now he's the guy who's gonna help AJ Lee come out as well. So obviously, Seth does it wonderfully. He does it greatly. But wow, I'm feeling that same Cody Rhodes kind of moment, you know, the same butterflies that I felt back then are right now. Okay, this is good. They're milking the heck out of it. This is a long ass entrance. It doesn't have to be so long. Man, are they milking the crap out of it? Both wearing the orange, by the way. Yep. Yeah, the music is definitely growing on me as well. Rhea, if Rhea comes out instead of instead of AJ, it will be such a freaking swerve. Wow. The fans are chanting AJ Lee. They are making their voice heard right now.
How dare you? How dare you chant another person's name while I'm standing in this ring?
That's something Triple H would say.
I am the greatest female wrestler of all time.
Man, the boos are deafening, guys. The boos are deafening. Deafening boos. This is crazy.
Classic Chicago. Classic Chicago. I wouldn't expect you to know what greatness looks like. All your teams suck. The Blackhawks suck. The Cubs suck. The White Sox suck.
Yeah, these two, they do it well. They do it better than anybody else, that's for certain.
And you suck. You suck so bad they're trading your ass.
Talking to Kobe White of the Bulls.
And CM Punk sucks.
Wow. This is crazy, actually. Whoa. Business is picking up right now. CM Punk's here. Wow. Listen to Chicago. Man, they are milking the crap out of this. And here he is, the man of the hour. This is such a well put together segment. So far, I got butterflies. Let's see what happens. I really have got butterflies. This is crazy. This is crazy. They are milking the crap out of this. I don't know if I can take it any longer. This is insane. It's pretty insane. The slow walk to the ring, the long ass entrance. They know what they're doing. By the way, Rollins standing up there, Becky in the ring. So cool. Man. So far, this whole segment has been such a tease. It's been such a tease. Crazy. And the Chicago crowd? Wow. Wow. Look, the look on Becky's face, it says it all, you know? It says it all.
This isn't about you. It's about your coward of a husband that's hiding in a box right now.
This is about me, and actually, I'm surprised. You came out here and showed your face. Are you embarrassed? Are you embarrassed?
Whoa.
Am I embarrassed? No, I don't have anything to be embarrassed for, unlike your coward of a husband hiding in a skybox, hiding behind Paul Heyman, hiding behind his goons, and now hiding behind his wife. I'm going to give you the chance because this has nothing to do with you.
How's your face feeling? How's your pride feeling?
Man, this segment is such a tease. Come on. AJ cannot get here sooner. Come on. And now Chicago doing its magic with the AJ Lee chants. I've literally got butterflies right now. Whoa.
You will let them chant the name AJ Lee.
So is she not coming back? How did he address the name? Wait.
If it bothers you so much, you shouldn't have stuck your nose in my business. We are in Chicago. You don't think I got friends? You don't think I got shooters? You don't think I can
The fact he mentioned the name
have one
has me second doubting for a sec. Wait a second.
and get in this ring and beat your ass?
Okay, come on.
Wait a sec. Okay.
Come on. I'll kick their ass. Which one is it? I'll kick all of your asses.
You don't think I could give a call to Bailey and have her come out here and beat your ass?
I kicked her ass too. Who else you got? You got any boyfriends?
You don't think I can call in a favor to the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley?
So it's not Rhea. It's not Bailey. Is it AJ? Wait.
What are you gonna do, huh? You gonna do something?
It's gotta be AJ. Come on, AJ.
I don't see him. I don't see him. He's gonna come save you, huh?
Come on.
What you gonna do? You gonna do something? Oh, what am I doing this again? Yeah.
This segment is such a freaking tease. I can't even right now with this segment.
Away from your hometown.
I got such a bad stomach ache. I got butterflies right now. Come on.
You're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment to the city of Chicago. I'm not saying a lot.
Why am I stressing out so much? Where's AJ Lee?
The situation I wanted to avoid because you
got somebody who will.
Light it up. Come on. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I got a tear in my eye. This is so cool. It's back 2015 all over again. Welcome back, AJ Lee. Hell yeah. This is crazy. This is insane. Wow. Wow. Why am I tearing up? This is so cool. The nostalgia is hitting hard right now. AJ looking as fine as ever. Great seeing AJ Lee back. So good. She's so back. Man. She's so back. Hell yeah. And the holy shit chants right now from Chicago. Welcome back, AJ Lee. Welcome back.
AJ Lee! CM Punk's wife is here! AJ Lee taking it to Becky Lynch! Becky trying to retreat!
So cool. So cool.
After a decade, nearly 3,800 days, is back. Down goes Lynch off the face press, and AJ Lee unloading on Becky Lynch. AJ Lee going absolutely crazy in the ring right now. Well, crazy is her superpower, Corey. We all know that. The Trailblazer.
Ah, beautiful slap to the face. Welcome back, AJ Lee. What a return. What a Smackdown. What a moment. What a moment. Is Seth Rollins mad enough to get into the ring? Maybe not. Oh dear. What a moment. What a night. Why the heck am I tearing up right now? Who's cutting onions around here? Holy crap. What a night. I shouldn't be tearing up, I'll tell you that right now, but wow. Am I tearing up? This is so good. This is so good. Welcome back, AJ Lee. What a feel-good Smackdown. What a feel-good Smackdown. This was great. This was great. Wow. This was great. You know, I felt the nostalgia. I felt joy when I saw them return. This was good. When I listened to the music, when I saw that her skipping down to the ring, I felt the nostalgia. I felt the love. I felt it. It was great. What a return. AJ Lee, welcome back. Great stuff. I know. The rap's got to come back. I literally teared up a little bit. This was great. This was great. Yeah. Wow. What a return. What a return. 10 years, 10 long years, but AJ Lee is back. That's right. That's right. Wow. Out of words right now. Out of words. I got to get me some apps. I know, brother. 10 years and we're still here. Look at AJ, right? I mean, yeah, puts us to shame. Puts us to shame. Wow. What a night. What a night. Yep. Now I was just happy to see her back. It was great. It was great. Would be nice. I hope that she's back full time. I hope so, because wow. It was so good to see her back, right? It was so good to see her back. Yep, definitely, definitely. Wow, this is gonna be. I don't know how you guys are gonna go to bed because wow, I cannot stop thinking about her now. She's back. She's so back. All right, Andy. Thank you everybody for watching us, for being here for AJ Lee for tonight's spectacular SmackDown. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a lovely night. Sleep well. AJ Lee's back, and everything is right in the wrestling world and in the world today. Good stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know a lot of people are going to be dreaming about AJ Lee. Indeed, Ricky, I hope that she's back full time. I really hope so. She's fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much, bro, man. Thank you, Ricky. Thanks, Andy, Anil, everybody. Brother Nautic, all of you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a good night. Sleep well. I will see you for the next, what is it? I don't think we have a pay-per-view this Sunday, right? I'll see you Monday for Monday Night Raw. Thank you so much. I know. You're right. You're right. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Anil, my brother. Take care. Sleep well. Have a good night. See ya Monday for Monday Night Raw. Until then, I'm probably going to keep rewatching Age's Return. What a feel-good moment. Thank you so much, everybody. Sleep well. Good night. Monday for Monday Night Raw. And maybe some videos in between. Thank you so much. Take care. See you Monday. Bye-bye.